Hi folks, welcome to English 304, American Literature 1. I'm your professor, Dr. Alan Berry. We're going to do things a little bit different than your standard American literature course. We're going to be studying all kinds of different voices, sometimes overlooked voices. The key here is to discuss what makes America. We're going to look at America through the eyes of Native Americans, through slaves, through politicians, through farmers, and a lot of the voices we don't normally hear. Now, the purpose of this video is to orient you to the course. Mostly it's going to orient you to the Blackboard shell because this is an entirely online course. We will not be meeting as a class per se. Most of the, in fact, all of the materials will be here on the course shell. I'll be doing lectures via video, and all of our work will be through the course shell itself. So I'm going to show you how to navigate. Okay. So this is our home page, of course. All of my announcements will appear here. If you need to know something about the course or what's coming up, should appear right there. Let's see, announcements. Home page is here, of course. Announcements, none yet. We'll get to that in short order. Course information. This is your overview of the course. There's my smiling face. And this tells you about what you're going to be discussing, what we'll be talking about this semester in American Lit 1. Learning outcomes. At the end of the course, you should be able to analyze the specific literary elements in multiple literary works, categorize the different literary genres in the course topic outline, identify and explain how literary text reflects the cultural, historical, and philosophical time period, and incorporate literary scholarship and criticism when discussing a primary work. For the first part here, nothing to do this week except review the syllabus, review the course navigation guide, complete all the first week assignments, and proceed to the course content and readings. Your course syllabus can be found here. It'll tell you about the work and what we're going to be doing this semester. This is my email address. This will be the primary way to get a hold of me. Here's my Google Voice number. You can call and leave a voicemail there. Chances are I won't be able to answer you right away, but I can be reached through this number. Virtual office hours. I'll be in the office online from Monday through Thursday from 2 to 5. Excuse me. If you contact me on a Friday, you may or may not hear from me before Monday. Okay, here are our course materials. These are our textbooks. This one is a great one. You can probably acquire this through Amazon. I know I sure did. It's American Literature 1, the revised edition, edited by Alan R. Velli. And here are the W.W. Norton Company Anthology of American Literature, the shorter 9th edition. Now, for our content. Of course, course orientation. This is your first video. Here we'll talk about week 2. We'll be talking about the Native American creation myths. If you open this up, we'll have a couple of videos. This is a video about mythology and how it works in our society. How mythology goes on to inform us about ourselves as human beings and helps us cope with questions. And here we have the Iroquois creation myth. This is a video talking about the first stories we're going to be reading for this course. Also here there'll be a discussion question. We'll do about one of these per week per lesson. So make sure you complete those. Let's see, go back one. Okay. We'll be doing reading journals, and the information about how to complete those will be in your syllabus, so make sure to check that out. Next week, the third week, will be Native American folk tales, the Pilgrims, Mary Rowlandson's captivity narrative, Benjamin Franklin. Here we have the instructions for your first essay. It'll be a close reading essay worth about 15% of your grade. On a 100-point scale, that's about 15 points. Doesn't sound like much, but don't let that fool you. So it's pretty well laid out here for you what you'll need to do. And then in subsequent weeks, we'll be studying different texts, Native American biographies, the American Male Hero, when we study James Fenimore Cooper, Washington Irving, and so forth. And we'll complete our study here with the American poets, particularly what it meant to be an American through the eyes of Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson. And in lieu of a final, we will have a final documented essay. Now remember, keep up with your reading journals, keep up with your discussions. I look forward to studying with you this semester in American literature, and it's going to be a kind of a unique and different approach. I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you in class.